The Filipino Dota 2 community is one of the most passionate communities out there.
Buhati mo, Pilipinas, lamang na tayo dito, mga repa! Walang krono! Ano pinaglalaban mo? Huli mo yan! Huli mo yan! Easy Bugatti! Easy Bugatti tayo! Yayaman tayo lahat, mga kaibigan! Yayaman! Power! Power tayo dito!
Their passion for the game has manifested into some unreal casting, massive performances on the biggest stages Dota 2 has to offer, and unquestionably, the most exuberant crowds in Dota 2 history. As with any passionate community, there have been plenty of highs and lows. Here are our top 5 moments that saw the Philippines shock the entirety of the Dota 2 community.
Aegis yan! Aegis yan! Oo, matigas ka. Naku, lakad mo! Lakad matatag!
Normally.
Ekos Lama Jama!
Having your own voice added to the game you love and cherish is a dream for almost any caster. It cements your legacy and portrays that you finally made it into the upper echelons of shoutcasting.
Is there any way that people would recognize you guys? Is there any iconic things that they might know you from?
So when Mineski TV's very own Marlon Lon Marcelo and Aldrin Duno Pangan made it to the TI8 Battle Pass with their now iconic catchphrases,
And we got
it marked a landmark moment in Filipino history and showed the world a glimpse of the passionate Filipino Dota community. The C Dota 2 community was ignored for quite a long while by tournament organizers and Valve. Tier 1 lands like ESL 1 were non-existent in the SEA region for way too long. But all that changed when Manila got the opportunity to host not one but 2 top-tier tournaments. The Manila Major and ESL 1 Manila 2016 made their way to the Philippines.
Alright, when something is bothersome for you, you say, nakakapagpabagabag. Nakakapagpabagabag.
Oh!
And the Philippines delivered spectacularly.
Do Mineski go for the enemy throne here? They're going to pop Exorcism. They're turning for Rex. It's just not happening fast enough for them.
LD.
Somebody has to go home, but sitting back to cancel TPs is EGM. Potato says, screw it. It's all in on the throne. They said have only the toss to stall, but is it really enough? The throw dropping. Quickly it falls, and S4 blinks to the left with one last throw of a dagger. Down goes...
To this date, the Dota 2 community wholeheartedly agrees that these 2 tournaments were by far the most hyped, energetic, and by all accounts, the best crowd that Dota 2 has ever seen. Unfortunately, this was one of the darker moments in Filipinos' Dota 2 history. Cuckoo made a few inappropriate comments in one of his pub matches, which lit a fire that spread throughout, ultimately proving to be his own undoing in the Chongqing Major. The comment infuriated the Chinese Dota 2 community and transformed the Dota 2 communities, separating it as China versus the world. It was a bloodbath. In the end, Valve stepped in and banned Cuckoo from the Chongqing Major to calm the flames. While the community has finally moved on from the incident, the fact is that it is a dark blotch in the Filipino Dota 2 history.
Ay, kala mo talaga, Mami Chulo! Oh, yeah! Sabi mo! This is it! The boy is doing it! Di ba? It's over! Nako mo! Nag-divide daw si Miracle!
What can we say that hasn't already been said about this moment? On one hand, you have the 2-time major champions, a dream team composed of some of the best players in the world. On the other hand, you have a humble team from the Philippines whose biggest achievement up until that point was a 5th place finish in WCA 2015. On paper, TNC should have been rolled on by OG. But the Filipinos did the impossible.
They'll enter the mid. Do they go for a GG push? Yep, they are. They're attacking the tier 4 towers. Already to jump forward. Crit, he needs help now. That wall, will it be enough? Kuku's still there, and the Chrono is very caught too. Kuku right next to it. No, tells it to go down.
In one of the best series of Dota that we've ever seen, TNC Pro Team did the unthinkable. They beat down the European squad, pulling off some spectacular plays and drafts through the sheer grit and determination to declare the arrival of Filipino Dota 2 to the world.
You came in the lower bracket and you just knocked out the team that many people favored to win this entire thing.
When the 2017 to 2018 DPC season began, not even the most ardent Filipino fan would have ever thought that a Filipino-based team would ever win a major. But Mineski lived to defy those expectations. The Filipino-based squad kicked off the Dota 2 season in a high triumphing in the Bucharest Open 2018 and handing SEA their first ever minor win. But they regressed in the months succeeding that tournament. So they entered DAC 2018 with relatively low expectations from Filipino fans. Mineski, however, surpassed all expectations as they proceeded to take down one team after the other, not dropping a single series, and made it all the way to the grand finals to face PSG LGD. PSG LGD were China's best team at the time and had beaten all of the favourites including Team Liquid, Evil Geniuses and Virtus Pro, and looked set to defeat Mineski to claim the title. An intense best of 5 that went right down to the wire followed. Both teams went blow for blow against each other and pushed the series to a Game 5.
40 seconds until Ame's back in the game, and Mineski know they're going straight for the tier 4s. They're looking to close things up here at DACFI again with the kick. 30 seconds, no anti-mage. They just can't slow this down, LGD. Mineski, the Southeast Asian legends, they absolutely are. Mushi ripped through LGD, the ancient will fall, and LGD are your DAC Major 2018 losers. Mineski win.
Mineski clutched the series and the tournament with a phenomenal performance from all 5 of their players to hoist the trophy and claim SEA's first ever major victory.
I'm coming home.